Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Well, it is time to go on another adventure. My sister in Colorado has got an event coming up. Oh, I'm really getting washed out there with that sunlight. There we go. She's got an event coming up in a couple days, and I'd like to get there to support her. So I am going to hop on the bike here and head up to Colorado. I got up this morning. I wasn't really even sure I was going to go till late last night. So got up this morning, checked the bike over, loaded it up. I got the tent, sleeping bag, all my goodies in here. It's only going to be for about 5 days, 2 days up, spend a day and a half up there, 2 days back. So I should be back on Friday or Saturday. Anyway, I am getting kind of a late start here, so I'm going to get my riding gear on, get going, and we will check in at a couple stops along the way here for the day. 350 miles into the day here in the north side of Las Vegas. This was the worst traffic I've had the whole time, Vegas. I mean, I did leave a little bit late, so I missed out on the traffic in San Diego County. Riverside had a little bit, not too bad, but I'm making good time. So I'm considering something I've never done before, which is riding 1,000 miles in one day. It's called the Iron Butt on a motorcycle. So right now I'm fueling up with some health drink here, some caffeine, and some health food here, Snickers. I mean, it's got to be good. It's hazelnut. So I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think it'll be extremely difficult. About 5 hours in right now. So another 650 miles in the next 19 hours. It seems highly doable, but I'm getting a little bit tired. Just the sun's beating down on me. It was probably in the mid to high 80s, low 90s in the desert area. So I'm hoping once I get north of Vegas here, it's going to cool down. Because yeah, that heat is just taking it out of me. And I realized I didn't even have any coffee or anything this morning, so I got no caffeine going in my system. So I know these things aren't good for you, but a little bit of caffeine ought to help. And I've been drinking water. I've had about, I don't know, three of my coffee mugs full of water, so I probably should drink more water too. But let me fuel up here. My body, I mean the bike's fueled up. I'm gonna fuel up my body with a little bit of caffeine and sugar. And once I get out of Vegas and it cools down, I think we'll be all right. So we'll see you at the next gas stop. All right, it's Cedar, Utah. I've been on the road, well, away from home for about 8 hours. I left at 10:15, and it is now, let's see if we can get on here, 6:20, 6:24, and I've gone 524 miles from home. So about 8 hours, 525 miles. The highway, once I crossed over into Utah, highway has been beautiful ever since then. Got a little tiny bit of rain in St. George, Utah, and it's cooled off nicely. Definitely feeling a lot better now, so I'm going to continue on here. I'll be hitting Highway 70 here real soon. So it's kind of funny, the I-15 is not that fun all the way up till Vegas, but outside of Vegas, just north of there, it starts getting nice. You get some twisty roads. It kind of cuts the corner of Arizona. That area is called Virgin River. It's really beautiful. And I'd like to camp there someday. I see there is some camping. But we're going to continue on. We're going to get up here another 80 miles or so and get on Highway 70. And I don't think it's going to be a problem getting over 1,000 miles. We'll see how she goes, though. Just got to watch myself. It's kind of nice that I can stop and take some video, and I can kind of see how I look here. But I'm doing okay. And it's starting to get dark. So we'll be riding in the dark for a while, but at least it's nice and cool. See you at the next gas stop. Currently in Salina, Utah, about 660 miles from home and a little bit over 10 hours on the road. The road is actually pretty nice, but it's very dark, of course. It's nighttime. That's what happens at night, it gets dark. And little bit of rain, just enough to kind of get my face shield wet, and I'm feeling a couple drops on my head. Talked to the guy in the station here at a Love's truck stop, and he said that he came from the direction I'm headed, and there's some rain that way. So we'll see. He said it wasn't coming down much, just getting the road a little bit wet, so I can live with that. I got some coffee. It's not too late at night. It's well, it's 9:30, 8:30 San Diego time. So I got another 350 miles to go to get 1,000, and about another 500, right about 500 to get to Colorado Springs. So we'll see if we can get to Colorado Springs in 24 hours, but I guarantee I can get 1,000 miles in 24 hours. And as I'm on the video here, rain's coming down a little bit more. So we'll see, maybe I might have to dig out the rain gear. We'll decide on that. Thompson Springs, Utah. 12 and a half hours, maybe just a little bit more, just under 13, let's say. And 800 miles. Doing good. I feel great. I've been drinking water. Had a little snack, just had a bar, and I've been kind of keeping it light on the food, try not to eat too much, but what I'm gonna do is I'll probably do 150 miles on this next one, which will get me pretty close to the 1,000. And if I find a rest area around that time frame, I am going to stop and get off the bike and just lay down, maybe like on a picnic table or something like that, because you know it'll be close to midnight by then. So probably a good idea to just at least lay down and maybe try to catch a 30-minute nap or something if I can. But I'm not really feeling tired right now, but probably better safe than sorry. And I think we're under 400 miles, like 390 or something, to Colorado Springs area. All right, we'll see you at the next stop. Dubuque, Colorado, 900 miles. And let me take a look here. See how long it's been. 41. So about 14 hours, 14 and a half hours, 900 miles. So 250 miles to my sister's house and another 100 miles for my 1,000 miles in under 24 hours. So should have no trouble. I'm gonna find a place to at least, like I said, rest a little bit here sometime soon. Maybe get a little something hot to eat too, because I haven't had anything like that all day. Anyway, let me keep moving. So I got a little rest area here by Rifle, Colorado, and I laid down for about 30 minutes on a picnic table here. Oh, you can't even see them. Not the most comfortable, but I did get a little rest and kind of stretched out a little bit. So I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to find a place to get some breakfast or something here. And we're going to have no trouble at all. We'll make it in 24 hours, easy day. Well, good morning. Look at that. We got a little bit of light in the sky now. I am currently at 1,120 miles and about 20 hours. I got about 70 more miles till I get to my sister's house. I just stopped at this little diner here because I've been hungry for about the last 100 miles, and I could use a little bit more caffeine, so I had about a pot and a half of coffee in there. Not quite, I had 3 or 4 cups, I guess, so maybe close. Man, the passes through I-70 were cold. I went through Aspen and Vail, and all those are right around 10,000 feet, and it was pretty chilly. So I'm glad to see the sun is out. I'm glad to see I'm almost there, and I will wrap this up in about an hour when I get to my sister's house. Ladies and gentlemen, I made it. Final stats are 1,193 miles, 22 hours. And I stopped and took a nap, and I stopped and ate a meal. Got some rain here on the last leg, as you can see. And eating a big meal was a big mistake. So if I do this again, I'm just gonna keep eating snacks, because I was getting really heavy eyelids this last, well, I mean, obviously I've spent 22 hours, but I felt really good up until this last hour and a half. So I am going to get out of this suit and get into the house here. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.